Hey everyone, it's Zach back with a new mortgage video. Hope you're all having a happy Friday. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, welcome to my channel where I'll try to demystify all things mortgage related. If you find this content helpful, like and subscribe. So this week in mortgage news, it was a rough week. We had on Wednesday, the Fed announced that they were going to pause on the rate hikes, which was expected. However, the comments from Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, were perceived by the market as negative, both in terms of the likelihood of a hike this year, another quarter point hike, and the likelihood of keeping the Fed funding rate elevated higher for longer. Now, I didn't personally see that out of his comments. I thought he was very bland and down the middle, but the big takeaway from both this and the news in general related to mortgages and the economic events that affect them is anything that is other than great news is going to be interpreted negatively. And this was not great. It was as expected, right down the middle. So it hurt mortgage rates. Then yesterday, on Thursday, we had initial jobless claims, which came in lower than expected, meaning the job market is still strong, and that also hurt mortgage rates. Now, today, mortgage rates have rebounded a little bit with no significant news. I think that's just a little bit of a correction to the mean, but overall, they're down on the week. So until we really see inflation come down significantly to the range where the Fed wants it to be at 2%, which I don't expect to be until middle to end of next year based on shelter and how I think that's going to continue dropping. So what can we do in this current market? I would say the biggest thing that I am promoting right now is both temporary and permanent rate buy downs. Now, I've done videos on both of these, so I'll put those in the description, but I'll probably shoot another video going more in depth into each one and specifically how they can work in today's market next week. But something to keep in mind right now for both buyers and sellers who are trying to incentivize people to buy now is if you can get someone in a 4 or 5% interest rate for at least the beginning of the term, that will encourage people to buy then the rates that are normal for this market in the 7s. So next week we have the PCE report, which is another measurement of inflation. So August PCE comes out on Thursday. Typically, this is in line with CPI. So CPI came in a little bit higher than expected, but the shelter costs coming in much lower helped mortgage rates. So I would expect it'll be pretty similar with PCE, but if it's not, if it comes in better than expected overall, and especially in shelter, that'll probably help mortgage rates. But if it's neutral or worse than expected, I would expect it to hurt mortgage rates. As always, if you have any questions or comments, shoot them below, or you can also call or text me with them on my cell phone. But thank you for tuning in to this week, and I will see you next week as a young 33-year-old, no longer a old 32-year-old. So until then.